Hello and welcome, everyone, to this episode of the Penguin Signal podcast, coming to you from the Varsity Club in downtown Youngstown. As those of you who've listened to this podcast before know, it's like you see a signal in the sky, and it's a penguin, and it's literally drawing your attention to YSU, the athletics, the great people, the great players, the great staff and students that we have right here in town. Today, my co-host is John Angelilli.
Hello, everybody.
And we're going to talk a little bit about, John has so much to say.
Not really.
Yeah. But you're wearing a Platz shirt. So tell us a little bit about
I'm a business broker with Platz, and I own a consulting firm, mostly today in exit strategies for business owners, advisory, and valuation services.
That is so important.
Yeah, thanks.
So if a business is looking to just get better or buy or sell, they can, you handle all that.
All three of those things.
Okay, very good.
Thanks.
Very good. So again, that's John Angelilli. You guys are going to hear. John, are you a golfer?
I am not.
Oh, you seem like you would be a golfer.
Well, I tried, but I was terrible, so I quit. Nobody wanted me on their team.
That's funny. All right. Well, today we are about to hear and talk to the women's golf, some of the players and the coach of the women's golf team here at YSU. So welcome, guys. First, let's talk to coach there. You're the head coach, right?
Yes, that's correct.
And you're Nate Miklos? Miklos. And that's, I asked you before, I thought it was Greek. But that's actually Croatian.
Slovak, yes.
Slovak. Mm-hmm. All right. So thank you for being here with us today. Tell us a little bit about how you got to YSU. Are you from here?
I'm from the Hermitage area, so grew up pretty close to here. Graduated from Grove City College. Spent a few years, out in Chicago, out in Lima, Ohio, and really ever since I got into coaching, YSU was my dream job.
Really?
Yeah. So
wow.
So when Coach Shoults retired, be about 13 years ago, I was very fortunate to have the opportunity and have been here ever since.
How long has YSU had a women's golf team?
I want to say close to 30 years now.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I did not see. I didn't even know that. No, that's
most people don't.
No. Where do you guys practice?
All over the place, honestly.
Okay.
We're at Mill Creek, Youngstown Country Club, Avalon Lakes, Trumbull Country Club, Pine Lakes.
We have a lot of golf courses and clubs around here. Not to mention the bunker with all their training and all that stuff. So you guys are definitely. Somebody said that for a city the size of Youngstown, it doesn't make sense how many great golf courses we have.
Yeah, per capita, it's really high.
But hey, nobody's complaining, right? All right, so how about the players? All right, so I'll start with you, Z, and then we'll come over there. Introduce yourself, where you're from, and then how long you have been at YSU.
Hi, I'm Madeline Zines. I was actually a freshman. I'm going to be a sophomore, and I was a redshirt on the team, which means I still have 4 years of eligibility on the team, so hopefully I'll be using those up next 4 years.
Absolutely. That's amazing. Where are you from?
I'm from Columbiana County, so I'm actually from Hannafordton, Ohio. So I only live 45 to an hour away.
Nice.
Near the end of the year, I actually stayed up here longer because there's so many, just like you said, there's so many good golf courses around here.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's the point of going home if I'm going to practice up here anyway?
Right. Absolutely. Oh, that's amazing. Okay, so I love it. Did you always know that you want to go to YSU as well?
No, well, actually, it was kind of last minute because I had been thinking about different teams I wanted to go on.
Okay.
I knew I wanted to go for golf. Probably like my junior year. I'm like, I really like golf and I want to continue to play golf. But YSU, I think, was kind of last minute due to the fact, like, when I got the offer, I'm like, okay, I do want to go. Close to home, and it was a good fit.
All right. Now, Coach, are you the one that, recruited her?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's cool. And I maybe I missed it. How long have you been here now at YSU?
I think it's been 13 years.
Oh, my goodness. Wow. You, Maddie?
So I'm Maddie Shoults. Maddie and I have the same name, but I am going to be a senior on the golf team. Last year was my first year at YSU, so this would be only my second year at YSU. Previously, I played for a small school in Arizona for 2 years, and then I transferred to YSU just because it was closer to home. I'm from just south of Columbus, called Circleville, Ohio.
Oh.
And yeah, I just want to be closer to home, and I found a great group of people, and I love my team, so I'm really happy I ended up here.
Now, how many people are on a golf team, on your team?
There will be 10 this year, right? 10?
This past year we had 12.
Yes.
I think
Okay.
we'll have 9 this coming year.
Got it. Okay, and then do you play home games? Or
We-
like, how does that,
How does that work?
yeah.
Really, they're all tournaments, invitationals. So
Okay.
most of the events that we play could be anywhere from like 5 teams to 15 teams. But we
Okay.
actually do host, we'll host 3 tournaments this coming year.
Got it. So when you guys play closer to home, is it something that like the community could come out and see, or not really?
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So tell it, like, how do people find out where you play, when you play, and how to do that?
I mean, our coach, obviously, like, we have our schedules, and I just send it out to all my family members or, you know,
Okay.
friends or whoever wants to come. I mean, it's completely free. You just show up. and,
Really?
yeah,
tend
watch
to
the
have-
tournament. So.
Oh, that's so cool.
Is there
Yeah,
like a
have social
separate
media
event
posts.
calendar?
I mean, the easiest way is probably just to go to the YSU Sports
Yeah.
website.
Yes.
And if you
Okay.
click on golf and our schedule, all the information will be there. And they'll post like all the information a couple days before like a tournament preview, a couple days before the event as well.
Nice. Now, does that make a big difference to you guys when you see your friends and family show up?
Yeah.
Like, does
I
it?
would
Because I
think.
know it always
Yes.
seems so quiet when you watch.
It is.
when,
It is.
All right. So
normally
if
is.
you come, don't
By
don't be like,
design. Yeah,
yeah,
by
whatever.
design.
Just,
There is times you can cheer really loudly,
Yeah.
yeah.
oftentimes you got
Yeah. Okay. All right. That's amazing. So how long have you guys been playing?
I was playing when I could walk. My dad kind of just wanted me to play golf my whole life, so I had
Really?
plastic clubs when I was like 2.
Oh,
I played on a golf course for the first time when I was 4.
Was your dad a golfer? Or he just-
he was throughout high school. He didn't go to college to play, but now
Okay.
he's a professional teacher. So he taught me how to play.
Wow.
And yeah, he's been by my side through it all, and
Free lessons.
yeah, free lessons until
Right?
I got sick of him.
Yeah.
And then, but now,
And then you fired him?
Right.
yeah, pretty much.
Right.
But yeah, and then I kind of didn't really play too much until I was about 10
Okay.
or 11, and I kind of realized that that's really what I want to do, and that's when I started playing in tournaments more often. So
That is amazing.
Great story.
you.
Yeah, you know what? I just heard another golfer. He used to play with Tiger Woods and stuff in the youth tournaments when they were
Yeah.
up and coming. And his grandfather, he said, when he was just little, they lived next to a golf course, and he would lift him up over the wall and say, "Go try to hit, go try to hit the ball."
Yeah.
And that was his entire life because
Wow.
somebody saw when he was just little and kind of taught him how to do it. It's a fascinating
Yeah.
story, just to hear how much time, effort, and skill. But once you get it, like it's like something you don't want to stop from
Right,
what I hear.
yeah.
What about you?
I actually had a later start than like the typical.
Okay.
I started golfing not seriously, just with like my friend. We went to like camps and stuff when I was in junior high. So I started like in junior high. I didn't get serious about golf until after my freshman year, and that's when I got a swing coach. I got a swing coach my sophomore year
Okay.
because what inspired me was I played in the sectional tournament, and I was like, hey, I'm not too far off from qualifying for district. What if I just worked a little bit and went to district? And then when I got there, I'm like, I wasn't too far off from state. Let's go to state. So it was goal after goal, and then eventually the goal was to make it on a college team. Which
Wow. Yes, absolutely. That's a pretty. So yeah. So, coach, how do you recruit? Because you could only recruit 12 players, 10 to 12 players. So I mean, that's got to be pretty. What's the word? Like competitive.
Oh, definitely. But I mean, there's a lot of really good players, and it's kind of sifting through them to see, who has the talent and ability, who might be a good fit,
Right.
for our program. And
What
so, yeah,
characteristics are you looking for?
Well, I mean, first and foremost is the ability to play at a very high level. But I mean, besides that, always looking for, academics are always extremely important. We miss a lot of class, so being able to balance the academic demands with golf, incredibly important.
You have to make up for that on your own time.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of times they're bringing their books with them, studying when we're on the road, in the van, after a tournament.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So the ability to do that factors in kind of like what do they call them, like the soft skills? Kind of like your adaptability and all the things that sometimes people don't necessarily look at. They think, oh, as long as I'm good at the game, then I'm good to go. So, okay, so where does YSU rank right now in women's golf?
So we're in the Horizon League.
Okay.
So this past year, there were 8 schools that have women's golf in the Horizon League.
Okay.
We finished a runner-up in the conference. So with golf, our regular season doesn't have any impact. There's no regular season championship. It all comes down to how we play at the conference championship. We finished second this year by 2 shots to Oakland University.
Oh, my goodness.
So,
wow.
It was a really good year.
Yeah.
But yeah, a little heartbreaking to
Right.
get so close
so
and
close.
come up 2 shots short.
Oh, my goodness. Now, what happens if you win first place? I mean,
If we win first place in the conference, we advance to the NCAA regionals as a team.
Wow.
This year, we had an individual, our sophomore from Thailand, actually won the individual tournament, so she did get to advance, even though our team did not.
Okay, I did see the headline. I told you I've been researching. I just saw that. Okay, that's amazing. So that's a huge moment for you guys.
Yeah.
That's okay. And is it like something that you're like, kind of with your personality, like we were so close, so now we got to get back and get it done and go forward.
I'm excited to play in it this year. So.
Absolutely, and it's cool that you have one more year left to really that's
make my comeback.
Yeah,
Get revenge.
Revenge.
Who are some of the other top golf teams, college golf teams in the league or in the nation?
Well, I know that Ohio State went to nationals for the first time since 2018.
Oh, really? Okay.
So that was good for them. Stanford's really good.
Okay.
Like, Northwestern.
Wow.
They ended up winning match. Did they win match play?
Okay.
Yeah. So
Now, when you
Oregon.
okay,
Really good. Yeah.
when you go and travel and play those, are you making friends along the way with all these different teams and
Yeah.
players and stuff like that? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's
to
cool.
really get to know the golfers all across the nation.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
really fun. That's amazing. Okay, so have you guys ever heard of the Epson Tour?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So what is that? That's like where if you're going to go professional for women's golf, you want to play an Epson Tour, right? Okay. All right. I told you. I've been researching. Okay. So that's exciting. So is that a plan? One of your like what are your goals? What would be it for you? I mean, now here you're in college and that's kind of what you wanted to do. So after this, are you like, hey, I achieved, or do you want to go on to become a professional?
I think if I make it there, then I definitely want to see if I can qualify to be on the tour.
Yeah.
If it doesn't work out, of course, I have other options.
Yes.
I major in finance.
Okay.
Which golf definitely ties into. I meet a lot of people with golf. There's a lot of people, a lot of rich people.
Yeah.
So, but I definitely do like watching women on tour, and I would love to play with them.
Nice. Okay. That's so funny because I was just telling them before you got here that the Rockport Financial Group or the Rockport Wealth Management Group, they just basically opened up here in town from Cleveland. And they're all golfers. And so so as they're advising their clients, they built a golf simulator in their offices. And so they're able to like play golf and advise, it's like the best of both worlds. I love it. So sounds like your people. Sounds like. All right. And then what's your major, Maddie?
So I graduated in 3 years with my undergrad in psychology, and now I've started my master's program in counseling. So I will do that for the next 2-ish years. And yeah, I did consider, maybe going professional for a really long time. That was kind of my dream for a while, like when I was in high school.
Yeah.
I'm not sure anymore. It's kind of like up in the air, but I think I would love to like teach golf for sure, like what my dad does. So, and I want to work with athletes. So when I'm done with my master's, I want to be a mental health counselor, like specifically for athletes and maybe student athletes at college, but also maybe teach golf as well.
That's amazing. Well, it seems like you have a big heart, and you're probably very good at that. That's amazing. All right, so Coach, what would be the person like your dream person to play golf with?
I guess I'd say probably Jack Nicklaus.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Obviously, he's definitely one of the two best, maybe the best player of all time.
Yeah.
Just someone I always looked up to and admired.
Okay. And what has been the highlight? You're obviously a golfer. What did that look like before you became a coach?
Just how I got into it?
Yeah. Like, how long have you been playing?
Oh, wow. Probably a little over 30 years.
Okay.
It was my uncle that really got me started, and, then got into high school golf, played Division III golf, and, became a PGA teaching professional, along the way. And, just been pursuing the coaching, career ever since, really.
So answer the question. Can anyone play golf with the right instruction, or do some people just not got it? Don't have it?
Some people just don't have it.
It's definitely a very challenging game. No question.
Possible.
Right.
It takes a lot of practice.
Yeah.
Natural abilities can only take you so far, in my opinion.
Okay,
You
and
gotta
then
have discipline eventually.
Discipline. There's that big D word. It seems like we hear it in all the sports athletic teams that we interview, is it has to come down to discipline, especially with the classes and the waking up early and the traveling and all that stuff.
I like to say there's like 3 things when it comes to student athletes. It's athletics, academics, and social.
Oh, that's good.
So most of the time, you have to sacrifice one. You don't have to sacrifice one, but sometimes one's a little weaker when it comes to when you're in college and you work. So that's where discipline comes in. Like which one, you gotta work at all 3.
That's good, man. You should be a teacher too. That was good, man. That's really good. Probably in life, everybody. Whether
is it the socializing that you sacrifice maybe more than anything?
Yeah, you have to. Sometimes you have to be like,
that's going to always be there, so don't worry about sacrificing that now.
Words of wisdom.
Sometimes you got to be like, I need to study. I can't see my friends right now. I got to study, or I need to practice right now because I did bad on this last tournament. I need to practice my putting.
Absolutely. Yeah. Wow, that's good. Now, what is your handicap?
Well, first of all, what is a handicap?
Yes, what is a handicap?
I think Coach could probably explain that.
It's
the best.
I don't think most people know what that means.
Yes.
I had to ask.
I mean, I don't know. The way I would explain it is maybe you could explain it better, but like it's kind of like an accumulation of all your scores, and then they take, your best. I don't remember how many it is. Like your best top scores, basically, like a number of them, like 6 or 10.
Okay.
And then kind of like, do they average them or something? I don't know what they do, but basically like.
Then against par?
Yeah, so like 0 would be like a scratch golfer. So like that's if you like par every hole.
Okay.
So like if you're above that, so like if you're a 1, you typically are at 1 over par-ish. And then if you're plus, you're typically like under par or something. But it depends on what tees you play. It depends on what course you're playing. So like your handicap will change depending on what course you're playing and what tees you're playing from. So that's very interesting. Yeah. So.
And is it only certain courses that are involved in the handicap?
Yeah, because not all of them are rated.
Not all of them are rated, right?
Yeah.
Interesting. See, thank you for explaining. Thank you, John, for having her clarify that because I actually understood that. Somebody told me somebody told me it was how good you are.
Yeah.
Like so, I was like, oh, okay, I guess
it's quantified.
Yeah, no, but that makes sense. And how it's done.
Tournament, the scores are +1, -1. You notice that it's not.
Yeah.
That's how it's scored.
So
par. You know what par is?
Yes, how many are supposed to? How many hits is it supposed to take to get the ball into the hole?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
yes. Okay,
Something like
I'm just
that.
asking.
Okay.
Right.
Thank you.
No,
Thank you. No, but somebody
yeah,
might not know.
so
That's
most people won't know.
Okay.
That's partially why we do this.
yeah,
is to
absolutely.
Educate people about the sport.
Absolutely. I would have never done all my golf research if it wasn't for this. So, okay, what about courses? The courses, what's your favorite course that you've played or your dream course? Because I didn't realize until I did the simulator that they were like, oh, this course and oh, this course. And they were like, oh, you get to play this course. To me, a course was a course, you know?
Yeah. I would say for me, I've played Harbortown Golf Links in South Carolina. That was really cool.
Okay.
That's where they have the RBC Heritage on the PGA Tour.
Okay.
And then I've also played TPC Deer Run, which is where they have the John Deere Classic, which I think is a really cool course.
Nice. Okay. What about you?
I really like locally Avalon. I get to play it a lot, but it's really nice. And like the country club, there's multiple different like golf courses that are involved with Avalon. Like there's Old Avalon. I believe Squaw Creek is like a part of it.
Okay.
But Avalon Lakes, the golf course, really difficult. There's a lot of hazards, but I really like it.
When you say hazards, it's like the challenges, like the pits and the sand and all that stuff?
Perhaps.
There's some sand, and then there's also
Trees.
like a lake. There's a lake that it comes into
in the
play.
name. Yeah. There's a lot of water.
There's a lot of water on the golf course.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. So it presents an extra challenge,
Yes.
but you love it. You love the
I
challenge.
love it. I love it a lot. I've played it for like championships. I played it with the team.
Okay.
So I like it a lot.
That seems like a recurring theme with you is you like a challenge. Yeah, especially if you're close. You're like, I got to get this
Yes.
done. That's amazing. And what about you, Coach? What's your favorite or dream?
My favorite golf course is probably Tobacco Road. It's in North Carolina, just outside of Pinehurst. Would love to play someday Augusta National.
Okay. So what's the one people you have to win a lottery to, the game? You have to win a lottery to get
To
even
go
get
as a
Yes, is
To
it the
go,
Masters?
probably the Masters.
The
yeah.
Masters.
Yes.
Okay, and then there were some guys that were like talking about it, and one of the guys got to go, and he said stepping onto the green, he cried. Which is crazy. I was like, what? Like, it's so hard for me to fathom. But, yeah.
I have been there, but not to watch the Masters. I watched a drive, chip, and putt event, which is for kids, and they do that. They drive the ball, they chip, and then they putt. And that's like the national finals. One of my dad's students made it there. It's like televised and everything right before the Masters.
Really?
And the craziest thing to me was not having your phone. You're not allowed to have your phone.
That makes sense.
So it is like so strange to just
Quiet.
like walk around and
Everybody's
no one is,
just
like,
being
this, you
there.
know what I mean? Like it's kind of cool actually.
It's
So,
probably great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
I've
you're
been-
right.
I've been
That
learning
would be
how to-
kinda-
I didn't get to be
Well,
on the course, you know, it's just the practice
Where
area, but it
people
was
are just
still
people.
awesome. I got
Yep.
to go, you know, in the pro shop and buy some stuff, and it was really cool.
Oh my goodness. Okay, speaking of the pro shop and buying stuff, a friend of mine represents this company that has remote control, like
Push
golf cart,
Yes.
golf, you know, the
yeah.
whatever and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And so I told her I'd shout this out on
Yeah.
this because it was so relevant. Okay, so let me read what she wrote to me about this amazing thing.
Those are
Okay.
getting really popular.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And
think
they
we're
just
allowed.
became
What do you mean by
No.
remote control
I don't think
golf
we're
cart?
So
allowed.
you know, okay, like if you're following your ball, then you got to go back and pick up your bag
Right.
and then carry it, whatever. Well, now that bag is remote control, so you just follow the ball and go, and a little bag comes, you know, with your clubs and everything.
Yeah.
So here, I'll read about it real quick, just because it's a cool product. All right, so it's an all-terrain remote control electric golf cart bundle. If you get it from Costco, you get a bundle with extra stuff. Okay. You could buy it on the mgigolfusa.com as well, but if you buy it from Costco, you get 6 extra bonuses. Get more exercise while walking the golf course and save your energy for the game. No more lugging, pushing heavy golf clubs. Cart path only, no worries. Just walk to your ball. Missed that putt by a mile, bring the cart over to you and continue on to the next hole. All MGI Golf electric carts offer our patented gyroscope technology, which keeps the cart going straight so you don't have to keep making adjustments with remote control. How cool is it? This thing just.
So much for caddies.
I know. And one battery charge lasts for 36 holes of golf. But yeah, and so that's how I learned about the Epson Tour, because they became a
user,
a partner,
product, a partner
with the Epson Tour. So that's kind of how I learned that. But I thought it was genius.
Well, that was my first job. I was a caddy at Tippecanoe.
Really?
Club.
Oh.
And talking about,
They should have rubbed off on you then.
Well, it didn't. But you're talking about people who play a lot or have a lot of money. The bags were massive. I mean, the whole ego is about how big their bag is. And I'm looking at that bag. I'm like, we're playing 9, no, we're playing 18. I said, what? But I did that for 2 summers.
How much would you say those bags weigh?
Oh, I have no idea. I mean, we were young and strong too.
Right.
14, 15 years old, but they were heavy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
And you can't typically you can't take the pull carts.
Oh,
with
no,
the ruts on for the wheel. I mean, or if
we're
you stay on
allowed
the path.
to use
You
our
are
push carts.
the
Yeah.
push carts. Okay.
Oh, you actually
Yes.
push them?
Yes.
Oh,
The
that's
pusher
nice. Is
pull
it like
or-
self-propelled?
No,
Like a lawnmower?
No, you use your muscles. I mean,
Well,
not everything's electronic, for God's sakes.
I'm not an athlete. I don't know how it all works. All right, so what about words of wisdom? So you kind of were spitting some out a little bit ago here, but
I'm sure I heard
what
from my
does your
parents.
All right, so I'm sure the coach is constantly sharpening you and kind of like making sure that you guys stay focused and become better and
How
better.
about
and better.
yelling? Is there any yelling going on?
He does have a very serious face.
Yeah.
He come
But
up
he has a good voice
He
too.
does.
He has a good voice.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
So what are some of his the things you've learned from your coach, or the things he says often to you guys?
You're late.
I think I really learned a lot. I mean, about the mental game, like in the past year, just kind of like we do a lot of exercises with, calming our mind down, like while we're on the course, and I think that's really important because sometimes we're out there. I mean, 18 holes typically takes about 5 hours, if not more. And then we walk 36 holes sometimes, and that's sometimes 10 hours, and we do not get a break.
Brutal.
And that's a long time. You can't focus that long. So just learning how to take mental breaks and just kind of get your mind off of golf for a couple seconds, just to get back in the moment.
Really?
Yeah, I think that's something that I've really taken away from like my first year here, is like the focus on calming your mind. I think that's really good.
Oh,
And I'm
wow.
glad that we work on that as a team.
And that's probably a life lesson you get from athletics. As
Yeah.
well.
Absolutely. But I never even thought about that, like having to maintain the focus.
Yeah.
Because you could focus. I could focus during a test, because it's timed and and you have that.
Yeah.
But the long focus of, oh man, I never even thought of that. Very
Yeah.
cool. What about you?
I agree with that. He gave us a lot of mental things to work on, which I like to think that my mental game, is one of the things I can be proud of. Recently, it's been going downhill, which I'm glad that he's given me some things to work on mentally. He also let us watch some decade videos, which I've learned a lot from those as well.
A what?
Especially when it comes to there was one
What kind of videos?
decade. It's
Decade.
like an app. I believe you have to pay for it though.
Okay.
It's like this, I don't remember, what's the guy's name? I don't remember.
It's Scott Fawcett created it, and really it's a stat and course management program. So he created within the program just a lot of videos to better understand course management, the mental game, and just how to pick better targets and just manage your game better on the golf course.
Wow, that's pretty cool. I was part of a golf fundraiser, and I was covering it, like doing photos and videos. Now, not understanding the game of golf or how the holes work and stuff. So I finish covering, and I'm walking across, and I hear yelling, whatever. And so this ball comes, and I'm like, oh crap. So I'm like, oh man, I was wearing heels, like, like whatever. So I didn't want to look stupid. So then I start walking the other direction, and another ball comes, and so finally I just took off running.
Hit the ground.
I was like, where, how do they even know what way the ball's going, what the next hole is? It was all confusing. But the cool thing about this, and it presented a kind of cool challenge, is that it was a fundraiser for this kid who had a disease, and one of the first things to go was his sight. So he was blind. He went blind.
Were you playing at Pardo's?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, actually, yeah. I've played in that event.
Have you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Well, were
How
you
did
trying
you do
to
on
hit
the
her with the ball?
blindfold?
Was that you?
Right.
No.
You remember some girl not knowing what she was doing? Okay, so no, great event, but yeah. So you had to play with your blindfold on.
Yeah, I think it was only like one
hole.
shot.
It was just one hole.
It wasn't. Yeah.
But
yeah,
it was.
That golf course is already really close together and can get very
Yes.
dangerous, especially if people aren't paying attention
Right.
or you hit a wayward shot, let alone trying to do it blindfolded.
So, well, it was impressive because there were some young kids, young players, and I literally watched them, and they got so close to the hole blindfolded. I couldn't believe it.
Wow.
Yeah,
How about
it's amazing.
that?
Okay, so how far
Was it a
can you?
driver shot?
No, it was par 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it would have been a shorter shot.
It was.
I
Oh,
think I
okay.
would
So you
probably
played
miss the
that though.
ball.
Yeah,
I
that's what everybody
I'm
was
just
afraid of.
gonna
They were
say
like,
that.
don't.
I don't think I would hit it.
And here's the thing:
think
people
I
were like,
actually
I don't
would.
even want to try because they didn't want to be embarrassed. But you have to. That's part of the rules. So, what is your how far can you hit it in a driver thing? Have you ever
Longest or average or
a long? Yeah.
Average is, I think last time Coach showed me my stats, it was 235.
Really?
And you
Wow.
play off the women's tee or the men's tee? or?
Men's tees is
Yeah,
the
I
average
thought
for
so.
college.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's maybe
I-
what, 10 yards difference? Men's to women's?
No.
Not even? No.
So, like, I would say
Like 5 yards maybe
500
or
yards
10?
difference between the women's.
Yeah, I mean, it really just depends on the golf course,
Yeah.
but typically
Yeah.
we're playing courses anywhere from like 6,000 to 6,400 yards.
Yeah.
So yeah, fairly close to average men's tees.
Pretty
Wow.
close to what the
235
LPGA
is your
plays
average.
as well.
What's your longest shot that you know?
My
or
longest
remember?
drive
Drive.
ever. I don't know.
You know, okay.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well, some people
maybe
seem to know those things.
two-
I mean,
250 maybe.
all right.
Wow.
But that was with the wind helping me.
The wind at your back.
right.
Okay, Maddie.
I think my average was like 255, I think.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Long shot.
I think maybe on like the little stat sheet I had, the longest drive I had was like 275, but I must have been like downhill, downwind.
Right. right.
that's
Can't replicate it.
yeah.
What about your dad? Do you know his longest shot?
Wow.
Oh, he doesn't even play much anymore.
Oh, he doesn't?
No,
Oh, okay.
he just teaches. He doesn't even have time really to play.
Right.
So,
wow.
but he never really forgets how to play. And,
Right.
It's funny. I'll be out practicing and he'll just come up and like chip one in, and I'm like, okay, you haven't
Okay.
played in 2 years. But, I think for Father's Day weekend we're actually gonna go out and play.
Oh, great.
So I haven't played with him in like 2 years. So
And do you have
Fun.
any siblings?
no, I'm an only child.
Oh, you're an
And so
aw.
is he.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so you
Yeah.
guys kind of probably have a little bit like of a sisterhood in the team. Is that?
Yeah. Only child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our whole
Oh.
team is really close. And
Yeah.
like, it's great. Like, it's honestly amazing
So
with how
you
many
know-
new girls we had.
Yeah.
We find that's common in all of these podcasts, that the teams are very close. The bowling
Yeah.
team talked about that all the time. And
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, right.
Mhm.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Coach,
Yeah.
average drive? On the spot.
Maybe around 255-ish.
Long?
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, if it's downwind and firm, maybe 280, 290 on a good day.
Nice. Okay, so speaking of this, I have a challenge for you since you like challenges, and since
Okay.
you guys are pretty good at aim and figuring out like angles and wind and all that stuff. This should be a piece of cake for you, okay? So we're playing a version of beer pong with no beer, okay?
We're at the
Right,
bar.
so in each of the cups, there's a ping pong ball. And what you're going to try to do is get it. You each have 3 chances to get it into one of the cups, okay? So now, each cup represents something different, all right? So I took it easy on you. This one's pretty easy compared to some of the other ones. Okay, so this, if you get it into the red cup, you get a $25 Varsity Club gift card, which has anybody been here yet?
No, the first time.
Oh my goodness. Oh, the food is so good. And you guys get to try it today. So you know what? This is a perfect time to break to hear a word from our sponsors, and we'll be right back. To play a game with the golf team, okay? We're playing with ping pong balls and solo cups. All right, so if you get it into the red, into the middle, you get a $25 gift card to the Varsity Club, which you will love. If you get it into either the blue ones, you get a Varsity Club t-shirt, which you will love. And if you get it into two, right? Like, so any two. In addition to what you will get a free night Airbnb stay at the Gallagher, which is in the same building. It's just right next door. And so there's Airbnbs. And so basically for friends and family who come into town to visit you, or just a night away from the dorm, roommates, whatever. So if you get it into two, you get an Airbnb stay as well. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Okay, so Caleb, our cameraman, may have to chase some balls, depending
That's
on.
what I was
mean,
thinking.
he's going to be like the caddy.
Yeah.
You'll be like the caddy.
Yeah.
Wait, no. Who chases the balls if they go like wayward?
Well, everybody.
Oh, okay.
Right.
wait. You don't
The
have
caddy,
to
the
chase.
carts.
You don't have to chase your own balls, do you?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, do
you
you?
do.
Oh,
You
gotta hit it next.
It's not like tennis where you have
No.
like a.
Nope.
It's okay, go pick up my ball and put it on the fairway.
All right, now is this in your way? Because we can move it. We can move it. Oh, here we could totally move it. Yeah.
It's actually moving.
Do what you got to do. Here, what we're gonna do is we'll move this over here. Okay, how's that?
No
so
excuses
you guys
now.
get.
Speechless.
Okay.
Wait, he has two balls.
You could bounce it. Oh wait. Well, no,
That's an advantage.
you guys.
That's
well,
not fair.
Either way,
We
you each get three
Well, do you have
shots. So
favorites?
we're gonna
Okay.
reuse the balls. Okay,
Okay.
we're gonna reuse the balls. Okay, so let's do this. Ready?
Caleb, get ready.
We all going at the same. We going
Well,
one at a
there's no way.
You
time.
could do it at the same time, or you could, because you could choose the red cup. Like, why don't we do it one at a time?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, ready? Who wants to go first? Z, you go first. Since you like a challenge.
got it, you
She's
got
a
it.
challenge.
Do they have
She's
to
like, I
bounce
want
it,
the
or it has
challenge,
to
right?
go in?
You could bounce it or just throw it in.
arms.
But you just know.
Hey,
Oh my gosh. Okay, you got to bounce
cheating.
it.
Everybody's
You
disqualified.
didn't give us any rules, so.
You're right. I did not think about that. True. Okay.
We do have to bounce it.
You don't have to.
Okay, however you want. Okay, you can throw it. You can't reach
Well,
in
yeah,
and drop
yeah,
it,
yeah.
but
The winner
you
gets
could
it
try
in.
to toss.
Okay.
Yeah, you could try to toss it. Okay.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Oh, no.
Oh.
We got.
Oh.
Oh, you got another one.
Wait.
That's done.
They get 3 tries?
Yes, 3
Yeah,
tries.
okay.
Thank you.
Good.
Look, he's gonna be good.
Oh.
Yay! That's one.
Good job,
Okay,
Zane.
that's
That's
one.
one.
Oh, you get a t-shirt. Oh.
Okay. That's still, yeah, you got one.
All right, okay. Woo woo.
So if I make this one again.
Yep.
So you.
Okay.
Oh, yes. If you make that one again.
Last try.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, go for the red.
Ready? Oh.
Yes.
You, oh,
No,
you
you're
could.
gonna
You could.
switch spots.
Maddie?
Was that your third or second?
that was
That was a third.
Okay.
That was. I know. Oh, you know what? Yeah, you had interference. Do you want to do it again without interference?
Well, there's
Yeah.
interference on the
he's-
course. I mean,
You're
come
right.
on.
You like all the creeks and the trees.
Should I go for
All
the
right.
red one or that one again?
Whatever you want to do. Yeah, this one's easier.
Okay.
Oh! Oh man, nice job, everybody.
So one shot was what?
T-shirt. One T-shirt.
Okay, so
That was-
T-shirt,
you guys.
T-shirt.
Yes, T-shirt, T-shirt.
Okay,
You guys,
all right.
yeah.
Make sure you
guys-
get it on the way out.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys are taking it easy on me.
Yeah.
Whoops. All right. All right.
Sorry.
Okay, that's okay. All right. Yep. There we go. Okay. So, how about? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Let me just give a quick shout out to our cameraman, Caleb Spears, who is just doing a great job. So good
wanna
job,
put those
Caleb.
in here?
Thank you. Yes. Okay. Okay. Let's talk about YSU life. YSU campus life. Do you guys live on campus?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. What has been your biggest challenge outside of sports? Just being a college student, in like. Or what has been the favorite thing about being at YSU? Non-sport related, which I know is hard because it probably encompasses your whole
Yeah.
life, you know?
I don't know. I just think just pretty much all the people here are just genuinely nice. Like I
so
think
nice.
like most people here, will like hold the door open for you or like say hello or, do something for you. Like if you drop something, they're going to pick it up for you. Like I feel like most of the students here are like really pretty good people.
That's awesome.
So I feel like outside of our team, which is really great, I feel like most people are pretty nice. So.
Absolutely. You know what's interesting is we heard that from the softball or the baseball team too.
Yeah.
People coming from outside or in a swim, the students coming from outside the area, and people mention how nice the people are here.
Hospitality.
We agree that the people are the greatest asset of this entire region, like totally hands down. But sometimes it's easy to lose sight of that, like especially historically, kind of like, stay in Youngstown, that type of thing. So that's really, it never gets old to really hear,
Yeah,
It's beautiful.
there's a lot of commuters around this area. I think it's a really big commuter school. Sometimes I talk to like people in my class and they're like, oh yeah, I'm like maybe 15 minutes away. I'm like, okay. I'm like 45 minutes, so I'm staying here. I also had to stay on campus because of golf.
Yeah.
I think when I first started out, the transition is hard when you first get into college.
Yeah.
I felt a little isolated because I was always at golf practice. So I got to know the girls on the team really well, but then I felt kind of isolated. And then over the course, I kind of got used to it, and I lived in the dorms, so I got to meet all the people in my floor. So it just took me a while to like get a good both support group in my team and a support group outside of my team.
Yeah, absolutely. That's really good because, like you said, the different facets of life. You have your athletics. Okay, let's see if I can repeat
Academics.
it. Academics and social. I'm a good student. All right, and then, Coach, how has it been being at YSU for 13 years? And you've gone through a couple different presidents now, right?
Yeah.
So, how has your experience been since being, it was a dream of yours to be here, which is pretty cool that people actually dream of coming to YSU or, being employed at YSU. That's pretty cool. So how has it, explain a little bit of the highlights or about what that journey has looked like for you since you've been here.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a lot of fun. Definitely, to me, it's a lot of the relationships, have the opportunity to form with the players. The travel, we get to go to some amazing places.
Yeah.
When we are fortunate enough to win, that's a whole lot of fun too. And we've had, I think, 2 conference championships in my time. So those are really special as well.
Beautiful. That's amazing. All right, so we mentioned the Gallagher has Airbnbs for people who are coming in from out of town. We're going to show you an inside look real quick at the Gallagher rooms. We'll be right back. let's get back to this. We just have a few more minutes left. I wanted to give you guys a chance to shout out mentors in your life, people who have really, I know other than your dad, because obviously he's a big one, people who have really spoken into your life or really helped you get to where you're at right now, which, as we mentioned before, is a competitive place to be picked for the YSU athletic, the golf team. So yeah, go ahead and just shout somebody out who's been a big, and it can't be your coach, because obviously your coach is a big part of that. So anybody, but yeah.
I have so many people to shout out. There's so many people that helped me on the way. I have a family friend, Dave Dees. He's my caddy. I have him caddy for me in any tournament that I need caddied for.
Aww.
My mom and my dad. My mom actually, she volunteered to be the women's golf coach because we actually didn't have a women's team at my school. So
in high school?
Yeah, in high school. So we actually made a team, me and my mom. I had to beg girls to play, and they actually are still playing. I'm hoping that I inspired girls to continue to play at my school.
Is the team still going?
Yeah.
At that school?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's still a lot of developing to do. They were young.
Yeah.
But I'm really glad that they're still sticking with it.
Absolutely. Yeah. Hey, talk about a change maker.
Yeah.
And for your mom to be able to be willing to step up and give her time and effort and stuff just to make that available for you. Do you know Bill Gates' mom did something similar? He was bored in school, and so they actually sent him to a different school, and he was interested in computer, which was early back in those days. So his mom started having fundraisers with some of the other, parent or kids' parents to develop a computer club. If it wasn't for the mom taking an initiative to make a computer club that then kind of began to expand, and it was close to university and stuff, there would have been no Bill Gates as we know him today.
About that. That's a good story.
That's cool.
All right. What about you, Maddie?
I have a lot of people as well. Like I said, my dad, who taught me how to play, my mom, they both always tried to be at all my golf events. My mom still doesn't really know much about golf, which is funny because she's watched me play since forever. But I still love her, and she's there for support.
That's good.
And then my grandparents, they always try to come to all my events, and my aunt has come to a couple events. My swing coach right now, his name is John Decker. He actually has his own podcast, little shout out, Fairways to Heaven is what it's called. I was just on it a couple weeks ago.
That's cute. Fairways to Heaven.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah. So he's written a couple books as well. He's a PGA professional, and he has really helped me with the past 2 years develop my swing. So I'm really grateful for him. Just all the people over the years that have kind of helped me, supported me. My boyfriend who's caddied for me last summer. Just a lot of different people. I'm really
Is your
grateful.
boyfriend a golfer?
Yeah. He is.
Oh, that's good. Does he play for the men's team?
No, he goes to Ohio State. He doesn't play golf there.
Okay.
He played in high school. He enjoys to play.
And he enjoys being with you while you play. That's cute.
We're
That's cute.
competitive. So.
Okay.
Sometimes it's a little heated.
It gets heated.
Yeah, we're getting mad at each other, but it's okay. It's okay.
Oh, that's sweet. That's cool. And what about you, Z? Are you dating anyone right now?
No, I'm single, but I think I could be here all day if I wanted to shout out every single person in my life. That's
Of course. And you're gonna be like, why didn't I think of that person? Why didn't I do that? So no, you know what?
I want to say right now, it's not my turn.
I put you on the spot, so it's my fault. But yeah, definitely, because there are so many people who help make us into who we are today. And just, I'm a huge proponent of just even taking the opportunity, even one or two, to just acknowledge. And you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm sure anybody who has loved you and been a part of your life will not be upset. All right, then what about you, Coach? Who helped make you into who you are today?
With respect to golf, I definitely say my uncle Don. He's the one that really got me started playing, would take me out and to play. And then my college coach, he's the one that got me thinking about a career in coaching. It's been just a tremendous friend and mentor, really almost for the past 25 years.
Wow. So you're still in contact with your college coach?
Yeah. We talk at least once a month, and still, really good friends, and continues
Yeah.
to be a tremendous influence and mentor in my life.
That's amazing. What about you, John?
Wow. I've never thought about that.
Really?
Yeah, I guess maybe some of the people I've worked for
Okay.
and eventually with had a big impact on how I look at things, especially in business and maybe in life as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. That's very cool. Very cool. Okay. Last but not least, I do have to mention to you before I ask well, we're wrapping it up. But I do want to say that each of you guys do get a $25 gift card to the varsity club. So don't feel bad about your ping pong ball skills. Okay, golf movies, because some of these golf movies, now we talked football movies last month, which are exciting and fun and chaos. But golf movies tend to be a little bit more like drawn out and motivational, and it shows the story of, triumph. They're just different. Everything about golf is different and expensive. But
It can be. Yeah.
okay, so do you have any favorite golf movies?
Well, Happy Gilmore
Oh.
is my favorite. And they're coming out with the second one soon
Are
in
they?
July.
Oh,
And
okay.
It seems like the cast has a ton of people, like cool people in it.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
Some
That's,
actual PGA professionals are going to be in it that
Yeah.
are popular right now. I know like John Daly's in it, who's like a pretty funny PGA pro.
Okay.
From a while ago. He's
that'll
pretty
be
old
fun.
now, but I think it looks pretty good. I don't know. You can't outdo the
Right,
original.
the original.
But, they have all the original cast on there and everything. Adam Sandler and
on the second one?
Yes,
Oh,
like everyone,
interesting.
pretty much. Even the announcers that were there, like the fake announcers, like they're still alive, and they got them on there and everything. And
All these years
I'm like,
later.
wow. But yeah,
that's pretty
definitely my
fun.
favorite.
Yeah.
That never gets old. So,
Never gets
yeah.
old. I love it.
I can't remember the name. What's the one with the gopher?
Oh,
Caddyshack.
I couldn't remember if it was Caddyshack. I'm like,
Caddyshack.
I'm pretty sure it's
Yeah.
Caddyshack.
That's a classic.
I love it.
I'm like, it's Caddyshack, right?
for a
I'm
lot
like,
of reasons.
but I'm like, is it? Yes.
Yeah.
That's okay.
And my
That's,
favorite part was the gopher. I love that part.
I love it. I love it. It wasn't like, oh, that guy who was in it, that celebrity.
gopher.
She's like,
Yeah,
the gopher.
the
Yeah.
gopher.
All right. Then what about you?
Mine will probably be Tin Cup.
I was, yeah,
Oh, I
was
never
thinking
saw that one.
too.
Yeah, Kevin Costner, Rene Russo.
Okay.
Yeah, really
Tin
good,
Cup.
really good one.
I'm gonna have to write that
Seems
one
like I
down.
just watched one half asleep, but the long game.
Oh yeah, I watched that one. Yeah,
That was good.
That was a good one?
That's a heartfelt.
Yeah.
yeah, because I think that was a true story, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Is these like
Yeah.
they're so heartfelt. And so well, I guess all sports movies can be, especially when they're based on a true story.
There is there was this document on Netflix. It was about like these young kids
Yeah.
playing golf.
Yeah.
And it was crazy how like the parents got into it.
Yeah.
Like
What's I
Really?
can't remember what
I
it's
can't-
called.
In
but
a
I
good
know
way or a
about-
bad way?
Well, both sometimes. But some of them play like collegiate golf now. Like they were
Yeah.
like, they're about our age
Wow.
now. So like they were probably 7, 8, 9, 10, about that
And it's a
age.
documentary.
Yeah, it's on
through their
Netflix.
journey.
yeah, it was crazy how like competitive these like little kids
Yes.
were.
And it's
Like-
even crazier now.
Yeah, it's
It's
Wow.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
good.
like one of the kids like they had to go into anger management with their dad. Their dad and
With
them.
their dad. Oh, shoot. That's not funny. That's
No,
actually
it's
horrible,
actually
but it's
terrible,
funny.
But I
Wow.
was like, that's crazy.
insane. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Over a game.
Yep.
But
Well,
it's also a
everybody's
career.
competitive.
It's life,
Yeah.
right?
Not
Where
gonna-
would you guys be without golf?
I have no
Yeah,
idea.
you're right. Everybody has something.
Yeah, everybody's
that they're-
competitive.
Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, so last and final question, unless John has something else he wants to ask too. So, but one of your favorite places. So I know again it's going to be hard to narrow it down. One of the favorite places that you like to go here in town. It could be anywhere in this region. It doesn't have to be within the city limits. But favorite restaurant, favorite place to shop, hidden gem that you've discovered.
I feel like I really like V2 downtown.
Oh, they have good meatballs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like that downtown.
And your new favorite place is?
Yeah, your new favorite place. Obviously.
I know we should feed them before the show.
Probably.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. Like the only thing I can really think of, like really close to here, is like I go to the rec center, like YSU rec center.
Yes.
'Cause they have a really
That's a
nice
great
gym in
place.
there, and it's free with my ID and everything. So.
I just found out, I'm so glad you said that. I just found out that the YSU Rec Center does birthday parties for students and
They have
non-students.
so much
You know,
stuff.
different
Yeah,
pricing,
like,
right?
You can rent like.
Yes, you
equipment
could
and go
rent it
like-
out for your birthday and
Yeah.
team building activities.
Oh, yeah. We did,
all
we did
these
do
kind of
team
things.
Oh yeah, we did
activities.
team bonding in there.
Did you?
Yes.
Oh, that's I bet that was
Yeah,
good. Did you
yeah,
have to
it's
like
pretty fun.
fall like a trust course? You have to like fall into each other.
We had to do,
Trust that the
remember
person
the
will
one with
catch
the
you.
tube with the ball? And
Oh,
we had to,
and
we
then-
had to hold these little like cut in half like pipes, and like we had this little ball, and we each had to like roll it down. So we each had our own little pipe like this long. We had to like connect them
Oh,
and get them into
my.
a bucket. It was really
Yeah.
hard.
Oh, I bet.
It's funny,
Oh,
though.
my.
We finally got the hang of it
Yeah.
after a
You
while.
gotta- I guess like any teamwork.
Yeah.
So do you recommend the team building activities there then?
Yeah,
I think
they're
it was
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was
'Cause-
one where we were blindfolded, wasn't there?
Yes.
And there was
We-
like a landmine one where like someone's blindfolded and they were like throwing sacks at
We
each other.
played. Yeah, it was basically blindfolded dodgeball.
Yeah, and
No way. Oh, I
And
want to
so
play that.
One person had to like navigate the other person. So I was paired with my friend Mo. She's on the team.
man.
She's from Cincinnati, and like she's blindfolded, and I had to stand on the sideline and like tell her like move forward.
Oh,
okay,
no.
bend down and pick up the ball, and then I tell her like move this way, so then she could throw it at someone, but she doesn't know where they are. So I'm like throw it really hard.
right in the face.
It was hilarious. We were
Oh,
done.
I hope somebody videotaped that. That's really cool.
That would
That's
have been really funny.
That is great. You know what that makes me think of would be fun is dodgeball in the dark with a glow in the dark
Oh,
dark ball.
That'd be cool.
That would
Yeah.
That would be where all you see is like big figures and shadows and a ball. That's it. That would be fun. But yeah, so just a shout out to them. Like whether you're a YSU connected or non-YSU connected,
Yeah.
they have those available there. I just found that out.
it's
So it's a really
great.
cool
Yeah.
place to shout out. Yeah. What about either of you two?
There's the same name, but Avalon. There's a pizza place downtown.
Oh,
Avalon
yes.
Pizza is really good.
What kind of pizza do you like to get there?
Just normal,
Anything.
like cheese.
Just
cheese
normal
and pepperoni.
cheese.
Yeah, I really like their fried dough though.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
It
It's
has like
addictive.
sugar on
It
it.
is. It is.
It's really good.
nice. I like their T-shirts. It says legalize marinara.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's fun.
It's only like I had to look at it twice because the first thing you think, when you see that, you're like, oh, here we go, and then it says. marinara. All right. Now, what about you, Coach?
Obviously, I love all of the sponsors of YSU athletics.
Good
But I
answer.
say,
Yes.
hard to pick one. But we always love going to the Chop House over at Avalon Lakes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that in Warren?
Yes.
That's in Warren. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Now, are you guys? Does the NIL deals things? Does that apply to all the athletics or just football?
Everyone,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So in the future, that might be something that opens up for you guys, like that type of thing, or are you not?
We still, I think we benefit from it like right now.
Or you're okay. So if there is a business out there that would like for you guys to come and like partner with them to do some sort of promotion or advertising or whatever, that is what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
So okay, they
So
would just
you guys
contact.
are available for things like
Oh,
that?
yeah.
Sure.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Very good. And
Yeah,
they would just contact the athletic
I
department.
actually did. I tried to contact. If anyone's watching from Avalon, I messaged them on Instagram and they never responded to me. I asked them to sponsor me. What? Nope.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
She's so indignant.
make a phone call.
yeah, you're missing out. You're missing out.
You're missing out.
But,
All right, Avalon, you heard that. You heard it here.
This Avalon Pizza here? Or?
Yeah.
Oh,
Avalon
The one
Pizza.
downtown,
I was thinking
yeah.
Avalon Golf Course. Oh, you're talking about
the pizza place.
Oh, the
'Cause I was
pizza
asking
place.
Just-
local businesses to
yeah.
sponsor me since I go to school right here. And
Oh,
just
got it. And then,
try calling.
absolutely, yeah, absolutely, for sure.
Yeah.
That's
I don't know.
that's so funny. Oh man, I know we could be sitting with the next who's the most famous women's golfer?
Nelly
nowadays?
Corda, probably.
Yes, we could be
Yeah.
sitting with the next Nelly right here, right now.
Right.
All right, guys. Is there anything else that anybody would like to add before we wrap up today's podcast?
I don't think so.
No, just thank you for having us on. Really appreciate it.
thanks for
Oh,
enjoyed it.
no problem. All right, so you guys, as I said, that they each get a $25 gift card. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to come talk to us. They have practice right after this, so it's nice that they got to come down and take a little bit of time. Thank you, John, for making this happen. John Angelilli from Platz
Realty Group.
If you need consulting for your business, if you're thinking to buy or sell your business, definitely reach out to him. He knows all that, like the back of it. I mean, inside and out, has helped so many local businesses. And as always, never forget the part that you play in our local region. You are the best part of this region. The people, when we show up for the YSU athletics, it means so much to them. So I hope that your world has gotten a little bit bigger and a little bit more richer and now more connected to YSU athletics. Thank you again to our sponsors, the Varsity Club, the Gallagher, and just special shout out to my friend Linda, who is, let me just say the name of these things again for all you golfers out there. Let's see, hold on. It is the MGI Golf. It's a motorized cart, so you don't have to lug a cart on the golf course anymore. All right, until next time, we'll talk to you later. Thank you for watching.